All right.
And then just a reminder on the description for this, which is coverage of any presidential candidate or related event during the 2020 presidential election.
Thank you, Zach.
Of course.
President Trump began the year fighting an impeachment trial. It's January 2020.
President Trump's 2020. That is the headline.
Mhm. Is this all one entry?
Yes. And it's from the New York Times.
And all different photographers?
Yes, there was not one photo headline. I've been seeing different bylines underneath on the left side.
So I know there's a lot more to go through, but like if you in the lower right-hand corner, the switch to Biden's 2020, do you think that's also part of the entry?
I don't think so,
Okay,
because they would have had a specific
gotcha.
URL.
Mhm.
All right, that's the first entry. "96 anxious hours in America." Photos from across the country as Joe Biden claims victory. Okay, next entry, please. That's entry number 2. All right, photography, visual poems from the Granite State. It's Washington Post. Did I miss something? Was there a subhead or? Okay. Is that full frame? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
There may be a caption in like the bottom right, but maybe not. I don't remember this one. Looks like it's not.
Yeah, I think it's the poetry that is kind of
Mhm, mhm.
stringing this together. Okay, 4th entry, please. This is another Washington Post entry, the end of campaigning as we know it. As we knew it, I'm sorry. We replaced it with Zooms and elbow bumps and plexiglass, though Trump rallies quickly returned. I'm sorry, what replaced? Zach, you're gonna have to read from now on. I'm done for the day, I think. What replaced it was Zooms and elbow bumps, plexiglass, though Trump rallies quickly returned. Okay. I'm gonna get some juice while you guys are looking at this. Okay, next entry, please. And I believe this is number 5 for those of you who are keeping count, I think. So far, we've seen 1 New York Times and 4 Washington Post. This one is a New York Times piece.
Alrighty. Just a heads up, I'll be reading the headlines from now on. Anyways, Joe Biden began the year in the midst of a crowded primary.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Well, this isn't really a headline. It's just. Do I need to read these? Sorry.
No, just the first one to give them an idea of what it is.
So you were right, Denise. This is the other part of,
The
Yeah.
second half.
yeah.
So that actually would be the headline, Zach, Joe Biden's 2020.
Okay.
All right, next category, entry number 6.
Dressed for their party, but nowhere to go. Delegates show what they would have worn to their convention.
Okay, next entry. This is entry number 7 coming up. So far, it's a battle between Washington Post and the New York Times. Our next entry is also from the New York Times.
Iowa is at the center of the political storm. Candidates, the news media, and voters turned the state into a stage to audition the next president.
All right, entry number 8 coming up is from dun, 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 New York Times as well.
What will it take to vote in Milwaukee? The coronavirus has added strain to Wisconsin voters already facing challenges to ballot access.
All right, entry number 9. Is also from the New York Times.
Photos from Election Day 2020. More than 50 photographers from the New York Times are capturing the final day of voting across America.
Okay, that entry, we're coming up on entry number 10. For those of you keeping count, we are still only at New York Times and Washington Post.
A lot of photos.
Hmm. This is another New York Times entry. It goes back to what you guys were talking about, the having enough space in print. You have all the options online.
For better, for worse.
Right.
Campaign 2020. Let's never do this again. It's not hope or change. It's not making anything great. It's just about making it through.
Okay, entry number 11. This is also from the New York Times.
In 2020, the suburbs are stressed. A photographer visited neighborhoods in Midwest battlegrounds to see how politics have intruded on tranquility.
All right, entry number 12. Is also from the New York Times.
Picturing chaos at the Iowa caucuses, how a political ritual turned into a political nightmare.
All right, last entry for this category is from the Washington Post.
Merch Madness, the 2020 presidential campaign battle over branding.
All right. Day 2 jury. It's between New York Times and Washington Post. Suzette, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yes. It's politics category.
Oh my
or
God,
presidential
it's a
story.
wormhole. They need more editing.
Do you need a refresher of the category
Sure.
description?
Sure, why
Yeah.
not?
Okay, Zach, you're up.
Alrighty. Coverage of any presidential candidate or related event during the 2020 presidential campaign.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
I really liked 7, 8, and 9.
Let's see if I concur.
7, 8, and 9 were all New York Times stories.
I had 7 and 8 for sure. And I started to lose the plot.
Hmm.
I think I had 10 also.
Together for me.
What'd you say, Daryl?
They just all started blending together. Like, it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
for all of them. And the photos are all very similar. I like that.
I like
That
the granite
post
stone.
96 hours. That was the only one that felt like it had a narrative. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I liked that concept too. I also really liked delegate outfits. I thought that was kind of a fun idea.
Loved that.
I mean, I like the merch one too.
Wow.
Just conceptually, the shots of the, the studio shots could have been a little bit better, but I just felt like all the New York Times stuff it was the same thing over and over again. Like literally the same exact thing. I think I saw the same photo in 2 different stories, actually.
What was 7, 8, 9? It's right after the the Washington Post tab.
So one was might have all been New York Times. So one was the
Iowa.
outfits of people who lost,
Okay.
what they would have worn.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was the one before it. I think that was 8 probably, and then the one before and the one after it. Oh, that's exactly how I remembered it. Is just the numbers as you called them out. You're like, oh, this is story number. So I guess it's if you're looking at the if all of them are in small thumbnails, all of the stories like count to 7, 8, 9, because we got up to 12, right?
Yeah, there was 13. So I've
13. So yeah, that one definitely. This Iowa at the center of the political storm, I think is.
I like that one too.
Yeah, that was 7, I think. And
And it
then
was nicely edited, that one. I was grateful for that.
I actually felt like it was a little unfocused. There
What,
were a couple shots.
Iowa?
Yeah, Iowa. There were a couple shots that I did like, but I don't know.
did you guys agree on the delegate outfit one?
Which number was that?
Let's see here.
Number 6.
Possibly. Was that a Washington Post story? Yes. Dressed for their party, but nowhere to go.
I kind of like that. Can I ask you what the Granite State one was, the number 3?
Sure.
Because I starred that, but I wasn't sure what was going on there.
Zach, can we get a reading?
Oh, I
Sure,
see.
would you like
Okay.
just a
Images.
reading of
Just
the
that
article
piece
itself
right
or
there.
any
Yeah.
more information that I have?
Or do you have any information, like a caption information about the entry?
Let me look real quick.
Is this one that you liked or just questioned?
I just circled it, and I think it was because it's so different than the others. But I just wanted to look at it again.
Okay. So Nikki says 7, 8, 9. Mei Ying says 96 hours. No, you said delegate outfits in Iowa.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Iowa.
Oh, okay. You said 96 hours in delegate outfits?
Oh, I think Darhel said. Said delegate outfits.
Okay.
I said delegate outfits?
I thought you said 96 hours.
I said 96 outfits. That was only.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I have an entry description if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Sure. Ahead of the New Hampshire Democratic presidential primaries, we'll look at the Granite State through a poetic documentary narrative. Grace
Okay.
Notes explores the landscapes and communities of New Hampshire as framed by the words of American poet Robert Frost and his Pulitzer Prize-winning book, New Hampshire, a poem with notes and Grace Notes.
To be honest, I don't know if this fits in this category though.
I know, it really is so different.
It's
I
almost
mean,
like a
because I don't get the political bent besides that it's New Hampshire and New Hampshire is an important, I guess.
Yeah, he's wearing a Trump hat, but
Confederate flag.
But even outside of the description that you just gave,
Yeah.
like even in the text that's in the presentation, it doesn't seem to have much of a political connection. Although I really like the images actually.
It doesn't really belong here.
all right. So should we kill it?
I think we should, because just for that reason.
All right.
Or
good.
we elevate it just for that reason.
So is the consensus to kill or elevate?
I mean, you kind of bring up a good point. I feel like everything else, nothing stands out. So does this get elevated? It actually stands out because I really have no idea what to pick here other than the 96 hours thing. And then there was maybe one other election day one that I thought was pretty good, but
Okay. So the first one was. Can you go back to the first tab? Let's kill some stuff
Who,
here.
who was this photographed for, the Granite State?
That was Washington Post.
Oh, let's give it to him.
So the Trump's 2020 and Joe Biden's 2020, did that do anything for you guys?
other
I'm
than,
really conflicted about these monster edits.
yeah,
Yeah.
A lot. Like
Yeah,
a lot to
it's
take in. And I
huge.
understand the idea of creating something that's like a record that's, you know, interesting from that standpoint. But and the images, you know, I feel like are pretty strong, but I almost feel like it's too much.
They
It goes
should've
back to
been
that
edited.
editing and, you know, and like who, I mean, I'm speaking for any publication, but like, are we doing it for the audience or for us, you know, for the edit, you know, are we doing it for the audience or us as producers?
Maybe the people who are submitting it should be forced to a limited number,
I
just to really hone it down.
I mean,
I will
because
pass that note on.
a tighter story would actually be better.
For sure.
You
Mhm.
know, if you can tell it in like 30 images, then I think you're a great editor.
yeah.
So does the,
So this first one is, what do you guys think?
you said it's pretty what?
So for this is number one, yeah?
Mhm.
First one. Is this, what do you guys think, in or out?
Honorable mention.
Okay. And do you feel
Then we
this?
can edit it out.
You what?
Then we can edit it out.
Okay. Let's go to the second one, in or out. This is the Washington Post, 96 anxious hours in America.
Oh, I didn't love this one.
You said you don't love it?
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know. I don't know
why?
it didn't really, it didn't seem that succinct to me, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
this felt like the tightest out of all of them. You know, even like the you know, the side by side photos work together. You know what I mean? I feel like with a lot of the stories, when there were two photos next, like they were just completely random. You know what I mean? It was just trying to squeeze more stuff in. But this one, like, I get it. You know, you're showing the two sides. Okay, there's Trump side on the right. There's, you know, liberals on the left. I just feel like this one was more thought out. It's still a lot of photos, but even this kind of grouping works for me. You know, it's like you get the detail shot, you get the wide shot.
So this is in for you.
This one is in for me, yeah.
Mei Ying, in or out?
I would say in for now. It is tighter conceptually, and I still felt like the edit was kind of loose, and I really wish they had picked a different image to open on because I just get stuck on that sign that says Joe Biden on the side, and I don't know.
Okay, so that's 2 ins, 1 out. Nikki, what say you?
I'm neutral on this one. I mean, I don't love it just because the storyline in general doesn't like. There's nothing about it that, besides the edit, that makes me care about the people or the storyline. So I can stay neutral on it.
Okay, so we'll let it ride another round. Number 3, in or out. Daryl, is this in for you? Is it Daryl or
Lovely.
Daryl, yeah. I'm gonna say let's leave that in, just merely for the fact that it's the only thing that's different.
okay, Mei-Ying?
Are nice photos. I think to Nikki's point, like there's no one photo I'm just like in any of these stories where I'm like, wow, that's a really good photo. You know what I mean? Maybe that one shot of Trump coming off the plane and the lightning is coming, and it's like hitting the umbrella. Like that's the one shot that jumped out. Everything else is just the same.
Yeah.
Okay, Mei-Ying, does this stay or go?
I honestly I think visually it's one of the stronger ones. I just don't even think it belongs in this category. Because if this, for example, takes first place, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a political story to me, other than some connection to New Hampshire.
World Press says that they move stories around in categories.
We don't.
Is that
move-
something? There you go.
No.
Yeah, that's the answer.
It's either in or out or an honorable
Oh,
mention.
yeah.
Does it stay in for you,
Okay.
Nikki?
I agree with me. Like, yeah, no. Just because if it won first, like, what does it say about the category? But I do think they are strong images.
So you're
So
saying
out.
you said
Yeah, I can be out.
out for you. So
Yeah.
1 in. Mei-Ying, were you out?
I'm an out.
That's 2 outs. Susan, does it stay or go?
I'm an in.
Okay.
Sorry.
We'll let it ride one more time. Next tab, please. The end of campaigning as we know it, Washington Post story, in or out? Nikki, what say you?
I don't remember this. Let's go down. It's fine. That's a nice image. In.
Okay, Mei-Ying?
I'd say in. I really like this has more of a time capsule feel than any of the other ones, and kind of captures how, in some ways, this group I don't love, but in some ways how different this campaign has been. I'd say in.
Okay. Daryl, in or out? Does it stay or does it go?
Let's keep it. Sure.
Okay, that's 3 in. So let's go to the next one. New York Times, Joe Biden's year. Nikki, does it stay or go?
I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm like, oh wait, what? The second I look away. Come back to me later. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
Wasn't looking in that moment.
Susan, does Joe Biden's 2020 stay?
I didn't star it, so I'm going to say go.
Okay, Daryl?
Yeah, let's let it go.
Okay, I got 2 outs. Mei-Ying, does it stay?
I'd say out also.
Okay, that's gone. Next. Dress for their party, but nowhere to go. Did everybody say this stays in?
This one was my fave.
I give it
Okay.
a star.
That's 3 yeses. Okay, next. Iowa is at the center of the political storm. Does it stay or go? Susan?
I think we should look at it.
Okay. Daryl?
I would keep this.
Mei-Ying?
Different perspective.
Really not into this.
Okay, so that's 2 ins and 1 out. Nikki, does it stay or go?
Nikki's being chased by somebody.
I
Be
know.
harsh.
Wait till she stops moving. We'll keep it in for one more round. All right, next. What will it take to vote in Milwaukee?
Okay.
Susan, in or out?
I think I kept this one in.
Okay, Mei
Sorry, what is this one again? Oh, I did not like I did not like this one. Out.
Okay, Daryl, does it stay or go?
I'm gonna keep it in.
Okay, so it rides one more time. Next, please. Photos from Election Day 2020, New York Times.
No, this was a definite out for me.
Okay, that's 1 out.
You're way too much.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I
2
have
out.
to-
Okay, that's done. Next. Campaign 2020, let's never, ever do this again. Does it stay or go, Daryl?
This is out. Like, I guess I'm struggling with the stories that are just a grab bag of stuff, you know. And I think this one, the last one,
Kind of like the curation feel.
yeah,
Okay. Mei
it's out for me.
Yeah, this is out. It's not focused enough and not tightly edited enough.
Nikki? I know
That's-
you're.
Yeah, I agree. With,
Okay, so it's-
Donnell, yeah, so I can.
So it's out, done. Okay, in 2020, I'm sorry, what is the story? Scroll down.
Suburbs, I think.
Ah, yes, suburbs are stressed out. Susan,
I would take that out.
Nikki says no,
I'm
Great.
out.
and that's a no. That's done. Picturing chaos at the Iowa caucus. Maying, does it stay?
I wrote out on this one.
Okay, that's an out. Daryl?
Can we keep going? Sorry.
Sure.
I think I actually liked this one better than the other Iowa one.
Okay, 1 in, 1 out. Susan?
I had this one out, but I was really losing it at this point.
I respect
Same.
that. That's 2 outs. What was yours,
I
Nikki?
might have fallen asleep halfway
Yeah.
through this one.
Nikki, what was yours?
Yeah, I don't, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. That's 3 outs. We'll take it out. All right. Merch madness. How do you guys feel about the merch story?
I didn't love the light on some of them, but I love the concept.
I
Like
like the idea too, but
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
You like the idea, but not the pictures?
Yeah,
Okay, so is that an out for you,
for me, it's an out.
Nikki?
I'm okay with an honorable mention if other people were really into it.
Daryl, maybe?
Consider for an honorable mention as well, and see if it falls out or not.
I mean,
Okay,
it might be fun. People might think it's really fun to look at this stuff.
okay, so honorable mention territory?
Yeah, I think we're all
Okay, so
engaged.
one
Idea, execution,
shaky.
all shaky.
Okay. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 absolutely have to go. So what we have left is President Trump's 2020. We've got voters held their breath during election week. We have Robert Frost poetry. We have how the coronavirus pandemic changed the 2020 campaign. We have the outfits they would have worn, the delegates. Iowa at the center of political storm. What will it take to vote in Milwaukee? And last but certainly not least, merch madness.
Do we lose Robert Frost?
Robert Frost is still in contending. Do you guys want to place it in the top 3 or move it to honorable mention or kick it out completely?
I think we take it out.
That's 1 out.
Out.
I'm not going to fight for it.
Okay, it's gone.
It's just it's too much of an outlier.
Okay, done. We're now at 7. The end of campaigning as we know it. Does that place or is that in the honorable mention or is it out?
Which number was that? It was keeping track of that? No.
Can you go back to the
Oh,
portal?
no, don't.
Okay.
I'll deal.
All right.
I think originally it was number 4.
That sounds about
That
right.
help?
Yes, you're right. That was back when I was writing full sentences.
I'm telling you, this is where we got to last night.
It's a good concept, you know.
And I think there's some really strong, I mean, I love the reflection one. I feel like I saw a couple quite strong images in here.
Is it your top 3 or is it honorary?
I would keep this one in. That's that branch picture. That was everywhere.
I would consider it top 3, maybe, potentially.
Just top 3 for everybody? Possibly.
I'm good with top 3.
Okay, so I got 2 top 3s. Susan?
I like that. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good to me.
Let's move it to the left. What about President Trump's 2020? Does that place for you guys?
You know, I don't even really like beginning on this first photo.
Okay.
And then the screens don't really read as a good opener either.
So does it place or does it go honorable mention or does it go out?
It's an out for me, for Nikki.
Okay, Nikki says out. Daryl is in the supporting his head part of the program. You're gonna never want to look at another gallery when this is over.
Especially with pictures of Trump.
It's true.
Uh,
Photographers did a nice job.
They did.
it's just so much stuff. I can't even.
That's the thing is, I feel like it's, you know, the way that it's shot is pretty solid.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's some misses for me, and there's a little extra fat in here, but it's just so long, and I don't think it's necessary, and it's killing me because of that.
So a tighter edit, you're thinking.
For
This
sure.
thing with the lightning coming out the umbrella.
Yeah, I
That
think
one
this
is
is
really.
yes. This
Oh
was
yeah.
done
Who
well.
photographed that?
I want to say Doug
Doug Mills.
Mills. Yeah.
I mean,
Keep it in off the strength of that shot.
yeah, let's keep it in just for him.
Okay. What's the second tab over there?
Love that lightning hitting him like that.
Oh, the end of campaign as we knew it. Did we keep this in?
So
I think we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next tab, Morgan. 96 anxious hours. Does it place?
I don't think we liked that one.
I know Daryl said he liked this one.
yeah, I like this one. I agree the opener isn't the strongest shot, but I just like the concept. And I don't know. It just
You
felt
mentioned the framing.
Yeah,
Oh,
the,
yeah, yeah.
more cohesive for me. Like some of the groupings of the photos actually like made more sense than some of the other ones to me. Felt less random.
Okay, Mei Ying.
I feel like I would consider potentially for honorable mention if that I feel like the edit is too loose. And I actually feel the opposite about the groupings. In most cases, I feel like they work against each other. Like these two, for example. Like I get so lost that they kind of mash into one photo for me.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Susan?
Yeah, I think we should keep it, maybe consider for honorable mention.
What is that? Wait, can you go back up? I want to see what that.
Yeah, because I don't like it when the photos mush together so much that like I lose concept of them as individual frames.
Yeah. Valid point. Nikki, so far we have 2 ins and 1 out.
I'm in.
Okay, let's let it roll. The next one, that's the delegates. You guys all said that one was in some capacity. What's after that? This is Iowa at the political storm. Does this stay for you, Mei Ying?
I think I need to see a little bit more again. I was really on the fence about this. Yeah, I think I wanted this out.
Okay, it's an out for you, Daryl.
I mean, again, it's in for me only because it's focused on one particular part of this process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything else was about everything. Like the entire election, this was about one little slice of it, and giving you a peek inside of that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some, like, this is crazy. Like, this guy had to go out of a window to get out of an event, and then just like the aftermath is super interesting. Like, everybody kind of swoops in, and then it all just kind of goes away for this one moment. I think is something that you don't really see. You just see like the you see the caucus and you see all the initial excitement, but then you're left with this. I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know.
Okay, Susan?
I think we should leave it in and come back and tear it apart.
Okay, I'm here for that. Nikki?
I agree. I like it because I think it's a hard story to photograph, and they kept finding moments that at least like framing wise are kind of interesting. So I'd say in.
Okay, next tab, please. This is the Milwaukee voting story. In or out, Mei Ying?
Give me just a second to look at a couple of these again. I think it was an out for me. I just felt like the photographs were so static.
Okay, we got 1 out. Daryl?
Oh boy. I need a nap. Yeah, I guess.
You almost don't know that it's an election. You really got to zero in on it.
Yeah, is that like TikTok influencers? Who are those girls? What are they? Can we keep going now? Just a little bit more. God. Keep going, please.
I would get rid of this one.
Yeah, I can take it out. I can lose it.
All right, I got 2 out. Susan and Nikki, what say you?
I'm saying out.
You said
Yeah.
what?
Out.
Out. Okay, it's gone. So that leaves you
Out
guys
for me.
with a total of 6. So you can either award 3 and 3 honoraries, honorable mentions, or you can award 3 and get rid of 3. You can award 1, you can award none. What's sitting at the top 3 for you, Mei Ying?
We all like the dress, the convention dress.
I don't think everybody liked it. Is that
Oh.
it? Daryl, did you like the delegates dressing?
Can we go through it? I think I like some of the shots. I didn't like all of the shots. Can we scroll down? Hmm.
Great pictures.
Hmm?
They're really not great pictures. I mean, it's a cute idea.
Yeah. Keep going, keep going. Like this, I'm not a big fan of that shot.
I agree.
Agreed.
So is this out or in?
But do the other ones make up for it for you?
Not really.
Is it an honorable mention?
Yes. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah, like
No, I still,
I don't even think the concept is that compelling. Like this is what I would have worn. Like, I could lose this.
So that's 2 outs. Mei Ying is saying, hold on. She's got it as an in. Nikki, does it stay?
like this shot right alone.
Yeah, I can say.
Okay, so it's 2 ins and 2 outs. So that means it will stay because Suzette cannot vote. So does it place for anybody or is it in the honorable mention section of the program?
It definitely doesn't place for me. I think if we're judging on a photojournalism, I'd rather, place one of these photographers who are on the ground,
You're totally right.
being attacked by mobs and all that.
Dealing with all that on the roadness.
So
well, I disagree. I mean, of course it is it wasn't we did go through that election, but I think that, I think it's a different take, on what we always see, which is on the ground.
Mhm.
So
Um,
if this,
I think that has some merit.
where would this place for you, Mei Ying?
I'm trying to think amongst, how strong the other ones were. Like maybe third. I'm just trying to remember what the other ones were. Oh my God.
President Trump's 2020,
Yeah. No.
96
Delightful.
anxious hours, I think.
End of campaigns as we knew it.
Your campaigns. Okay. I liked, I guess oh gosh.
Morgan, can you go through the tabs again, starting with the top one and just scroll to the top?
I think my strongest one is probably that one right there. The end of
This one, the end of campaigning as we knew it. Daryl,
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, I do see that as being a kind of interesting and different angle, and it's so specific to this year. Yeah.
Daryl, Susan, Nikki, does this place for you? Do you need to see the other tabs?
I think we have to, maybe because we're thinking in terms of there's not one great photo.
Yeah, it's just because there's so many photos and none of them are great. The only photo that I've seen that I'm like, oh, that's a good photo was the lightning one by Doug. And the rest of it, just, I don't know. Can we go?
Let's go through the tabs. Let's
Can we just run through this one story? I mean, I feel I like the 96 hours. And I guess I'm just gravitating towards the ones that have more of a tighter story. Like this one I get, it started off, big crowds, and then you slowly get to, lockdown stuff. And then all of a sudden everything's on FaceTime and, but
Yeah, I guess the slower part is not as,
Yeah, I would at least put this in honorable mention.
what are you gonna say, me? The slow part is,
oh, that little middle section kind of lost me a little bit.
oh
The voter photos.
man, you see, like, I think we have like the opposite. That was like a super interesting shot.
Oh, really? Wait,
Her
which
holding up the
one
thing.
though?
Yeah.
Which one were you talking about?
Oh man, is this the same story?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like that. Like, are those poll watchers or something? Who are those people that are? If you go back down, like, what's going on there?
Volunteers watch as Board of Elections official present an open mail-in ballot for review at a canvassing site.
That one you liked.
Edited.
I just think I like this one. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Will in the Bane.
I think I was talking more like what kind of lost me here was like this group kind of blended to me, and these bottom two don't really support the top image as much as I would like. And
Yeah.
they kind of, they kind of create clutter for me.
And then this one had that shot of the mask with Trump shooting somebody. That one is crazy. That's crazy. So I vote for this one just on the strength of that photo.
You vote for it to place?
Yes. I vote for it to place. I'm going to say this. I'm going to
Go
say.
for it.
Let's land the plane, Daryl.
Yeah,
Come
I'm getting there. I'm voting for this, Iowa, and Trump's 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me write it down because I am at that stage of the program myself.
So I'm not trying to influence anybody, but I think,
You said this as your one?
yeah, I say Iowa, and what was the third one? Trump 2020 is 3,
Okay.
or vice versa. I could do 2 or 3 for either of those. Maybe Trump 2, Iowa 3. Then
Okay.
March 96 hours.
And the other one?
I don't love the convention delegates, but I guess we can, I don't know.
Okay. Mei Ying, what's your top 3?
6 hours. Okay. This one and
This is in your top 3?
yes.
All right. We got a little consensus going. All right. All right. Talk to me. Dígame.
And maybe delegates and
So Susan, how do you feel about end of campaigning as we know it, that package?
I have that on my list. 1, 4, and 7.
Okay, Nikki, you cool with this placing?
I absolutely am.
Okay, let's move it all the way to the left quickly. All right. And then Mei Ying, you said delegates, and what was your third?
I guess maybe I could be potentially persuaded about Iowa.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nikki, how do you feel about Iowa? Nikki and Susan.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I was on my
Okay,
think
let's move Iowa to the left.
7. I think that's 7, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so we're looking for a number 3. Daryl mentioned Trump's 2020. Mei Ying has said the delegates. Susan, what's your number 3?
Trump's 2020.
Nikki, what's your number 3?
Can I defer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my very last stop, and then it's my
That's
last stop.
okay. So we have 2 Trump's 2020. So we're just going to have the 2 out of the 3 do that. And then the rest will be honorable mentions.